Dear students, this particular class I want to discuss a few more questions. See, this is the first question. Two n boys are randomly divided into two groups containing n boys each. Total 2n boys we have to divide into two equal groups. You know, they can be divided in n factorial into n factorial into two equal groups. That's why by 2 factorial also will come. So this is the total possibilities. 2n boys we have to divide into two equal groups in these many ways. But what he is saying in the question, the probability that the two tallest boys are in different groups. Two tallest boys are in different groups. So one boy I am keeping in one group, the second boy I am keeping in the second group. Now remaining how many boys are there? 2n minus 2 boys are there. These 2n minus 2 boys we have to divide into two equal groups. One group containing n minus 1, the other group also containing n minus 1. That's why they can be divided in 2n minus 2 factorial divided by n minus 1 factorial into n minus 1 factorial into again 2 factorial, because we are dividing into two equal groups, right? So this is the case. One boy is entering into this group, the other tallest boy is entering into the other group. Why like that only? These two can interchange or not. That's why into 2 factorial will come. So this is the answer for the favorable cases, and this is the answer for the total number of cases. So you will get the required probability. Observe, this is one more important question. There are 10 stations between A and B. A train has to stop at 3 of these 10 stations. Find the probability that no two of these stations are consecutive. The train has to stop exactly at 3 stations, so that these stations are not consecutive. That is the question. So I hope so everyone know about this information. X1 plus x2 plus x3 plus and so on plus xr is equals to n. The number of non-negative integral solutions for this equation is given by n plus r minus 1 c r minus 1. So this is the formula for finding the number of non-negative integral solutions for this equation. If you know this information, with the help of this information we are going to do this particular question. Total 10 stations are there. From these 10 stations, any 3 stations we can select in 10C 3 ways. No problem with the total number of cases. Now we are going to find out the favorable number of cases. How to find out the favorable number of cases? Observe here. Total, this is first junction A and this is say junction B. Between these two stations we have 10 intermediate stations are there. S1, S2, S3, S4, S5, S6, S7, S8, S9, S10, like the total 10 stations are there. What I am assuming here is, suppose this is one stop, this is another stop, this is one more stop. That means this is the meaning. Here this is the junction and this is the another junction, right? This is the first stop and this is the second stop and this is the third stop. Now I am assuming A denotes number of stations to the left side of the first stop. Number of stations to the left side of the first stop. Number of stations to the left side of the first stop. Suppose this is the first stop. How many stations are there to the left? Only one. Suppose this is the first stop. number of stations to the left side of the first stop is equal to 0, right? So that's why A denotes number of stations to the left side of the first stop, that is always greater than or equals to 0. Next, B denotes the number of stations between first stop and second stop. B denotes the number of stations between first stop and second stop, that must be greater than or equals to 1. This is the first stop, suppose, and this is the second stop. In between, minimum there must be one station. Next, C denotes number of stations between second stop and third stop. C denotes number of stations between second stop and third stop, that is also greater than or equals to 1. Next, D denotes the number of stations to the right side of the last stop. Suppose this is the last stop, that is the third stop, then 1, 2, 3 stations are there. Suppose this is the last stop, then the number of stations are 0 only. That's why D value greater than or equals to 0. Now I can write here A plus B plus C plus D must be equals to, come on, total 10 minus 3 is equals to 7. Agree or not? Because what A denotes? Number of stations between first stop left side, number of stations between first stop and second stop, number of stations between second stop and third stop, number of stations to the right side of the last stop, that is the third stop. So that's why A plus B plus C plus D must be equal to total 10 stations. You remove the stops, then 10 minus 3 is equals to 7. Now here minimum 1 value, so that's why what I am doing here is B minus 1 greater than or equals to 0, C minus 1 greater than or equals to 0. So I can write here A plus, this one I am writing because I am considering this one as B1, that's why B1 plus this one I am considering it as C1 plus D is equals to, because in place of this part we are considering it as a B1, that means in place of B we have to write B1 plus 1, right? So that's why it becomes 5, right? Because here B1 plus 1, here also C1 plus 1, shifted to that side, we are getting 5. Now we have to find out the number of non-negative integral solutions for that equation is given by n plus r minus 1 c r minus 1. So that is nothing but 8c3. So favorable cases are 8c3, total number of cases are 10c3. So you will get the first option as correct, right? Observe. Hi dear students, observe this particular question. We can do it in another way also. Total, these are the two junctions, one A junction and this is the junction B. Between these two junctions, S1, S2, S3, S4, S5, S6, S7, S8, S9, S10, total 10 stations are there. Out of these 10 stations, we are selecting 3 stations. Let us say this is one station, this is another station, this is one more station. Now remaining how many stations are there? S1, S2, S4, S5, S7, S8, S10. These are the stations. Now how many gaps are there? These are the gaps. These are the gaps. If you are selecting a gap from these, then we are selecting a station to stop. That's why total how many gaps are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gaps are there. From those 8 gaps, 3 gaps can be selected in 8C3 ways. by total from 10 stations, 3 can be selected in 10C 3 ways. So this is the another way of doing the same particular question, right? Right, observe this particular question. If 4 squares are selected at random on a chessboard having 8 by 8 squares, then the probability that they will be given in a diagonal line. Total 64 squares are there. From those 64 squares, we are selecting 4 squares that can be done in 64C4 ways. The 4 squares what we are selecting, that must lie along the diagonal line. You see, along this diagonal line, how many squares are there? 8 are there. From those 8, you can select any 4. Again, along this diagonal line, we have 7 squares are there. From those 7, you can select any 4. Plus, along this diagonal line, along this line, you have 6 squares are there. From those 6, if you select any 4, they lie along the diagonal only. That's why 6C4. Next, again along this diagonal line, you have 5 squares are there. From those 5, you can select any 4. Next, finally, along this diagonal, if you select squares along this line, all these lie along a diagonal only. So that's why that is from those 4, you can select any 4. So this is the favorable cases. But wait, because above this diagonal, similarly this side also possible or not? This side also possible. This side what happens? Again 7C4, 6C4, right? 7C4. Next you will get 6C4, 7C4, 6C4, 5C4, 4C4. You will get 2 times this particular term, because above the diagonal 7C4, 6C4, 5C4, 4C4. Similarly, below this diagonal also, you will get 7C4, 6C4, 5C4, 4C4. That's why this particular term you will get 2 times. But we are moving along this diagonal. Similarly, we can approach along this diagonal, yes or no? Along this diagonal also you can approach. That's why we can write the answer like this: 2 times 8C4, yes, 4 times this is 7C4 plus 6C4 plus 5C4 plus 4C4. This you will get 4 times divided by, from total 64 we are selecting 4. So that is the answer for this particular question. Next, observe this particular question. 2 numbers x and y are chosen at random from the set 1, 2, 3 and so on 3n. The probability that x square minus y square is divisible by 3. First of all, these 3n numbers I am dividing in these ways. 1, next one is 4, next one is 7 and so on. We are getting in the form of 3n minus 1. So when we are dividing with, or it is in the form of 3n plus 1, you can say, because when we are dividing with 3, the remainder is 1. Next again you can see 2, 5, yes, 8 and so on. It is in the form of 3n plus 2. When we are dividing with 3, the remainder is 2. Next one is 3, 6, 9 and so on in the form of 3n. Here the remainder is 0. So the 1 to 3n, these total 3n natural numbers, we divide into 3 groups. Okay, the first group leaving the remainder as 1, second group leaving the remainder as 2, third group is leaving the remainder as 3. So from these 3n numbers, we are selecting 2 numbers that can be done in 3n C2 ways. Now what is saying? X square minus y square which is nothing but x minus y into x plus y must be a divisible by 3. This is divisible by 3 means what? You can observe from these n numbers, select any two numbers, their difference is a multiple of 3. From these n numbers you select any two numbers, their difference is a multiple of 3. Similarly, from these n numbers you can select any two, their difference is a multiple of 3. Similarly, here also you can select any two, their difference is a multiple of 3. So that is the difference multiple of 3. But you can see, if you select here one number, if you select here another number, their difference is not a multiple of 3. If you select one number from here, other number from here, their difference is not a multiple of 3. At the same time, one number from this set, other number from this set, their difference is not a multiple of 3. That's why difference multiple of 3 case is over. Next, sum also may be a multiple of 3 or not. Observe here, these two sum only, there is a possibility of getting multiple of 3. Here sum, you won't get the remainder again 2. You can observe here also sum, again you will get the remainder as 1. That's why in these two cases only sum is a multiple of 3. That's why what to do? From the first set select one number, from the second set select one number, their sum, right? Their sum is a multiple of 3. So that's why these are the favorable cases by total number. This is the answer for that particular. Hi students, observe this question. 5 cards are drawn at random from a well shuffled pack of 52 playing cards. It is known that there will be at least 3 hearts. There will be at least 3 hearts. That's why from 13 any 3 cards you can select. The remaining 2 cards we have to select from 39, or at least 3 hearts. From 13 hearts we are selecting 4, and the remaining 1 card we are selecting from 39, or from 13 hearts we are selecting 5 cards, and the remaining cards nothing, we are selecting from 39. Here also 3 hearts are there. Here also at least 3 hearts are there. Here also at least 3 hearts are there. What is asking? The probability that all the 5 are hearts. In this case, all the 5 cards are hearts or not? So that we will write in the numerator 13C5 into 39C0. So we can go for the second option is. So observe this particular question. 5 cards are drawn at random from a pack of cards. Yes, 5 cards we can draw in these many ways from 52 cards. From 52 cards, 5 can be drawn in 52C 5 ways. But what is saying in the question? They are belong to different denomination. Different denomination. That means like this: A, 2, 3, Jack, Queen, King. All the 5 cards are different denomination or not. So for that, what to do is total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 denominations are there. 13 different denominations are there. From that 13 different denominations, select any 5. Okay, suppose you selected A denomination, 3 denomination, 7 denomination, Jack denomination, King denomination. Now again what to do? In this A, how many A's are there? 4 A's are there. From those 4, any one you can select. Again from 3, any one you can select, because from this group any one card you can select. Again from this group you can select any one card, right? So again from those 4 any one. Again from this 4 also any one you can select. Again from this 4 also any one you can select. That's why that is 4C1 into 4C1 into 4C1 into 4C1 5 times. So you will get the answer as 13C5 into 4 to the power of 5 divided by 52C5 is the answer. Okay, bye.